Remaking NPCs is one of my favourite things to do at the moment in Final Fantasy XIV. I've made a bunch of characters recently. You may have seen videos over the course of a few years. But yeah, I really enjoy it. Let's check out if there are any requests. So one of the requests that got upvoted a couple of times is to make Cahciua. Now, Cahciua is a Dawntrail character and is, spoilers, Erenville's mother. To do so, let's use my Viera alt, and we've already redesigned this a little bit, as you can see with the hairstyle. In character creation, we're not going to be able to see that hairstyle, but just to show you, that's the bold and the braid. That's the hairstyle that Cahciua uses in the game. If we go to re-edit the character using Fantasia, you'll see that it goes to just a default hairstyle, just to let you know that I do know what the hairstyle is, and it is the bold and the braid. In terms of everything else then, we're looking at a 50 height character. They are loving the 50 height. 50 bust size, she's not that busty and not too small. Face type, it's a face type 2. And then we've got skin color, which I think this is pretty close, if not exact, which is around this area here, which is RGB 958576. Then for the hairstyle, obviously the bold and the braid, but I mean, we don't have a great analog here in the actual character creator default, so we'll just go for something like that. And then for the hair color, the base hair color is up here. It's actually on the first row, and it's 51, 51, 51. That sort of slate grey just before the solid black, and the highlights are actually this yellowy brown, which are around this range here, which is 151, 11968 as far as I can tell. That could be slightly brighter, I'm not sure. Honestly, I think it's the darker of the two. In terms of jaw type, I believe it's jaw type 1 for this character, and then eye shape is type 4, I think, because nice big beautiful eyes. Iris size is large. Eye color should be 220, 186, 108, which is around the yellow range. Again, might be brighter, might be darker, not really sure. And eyebrows type 3. She's got these kind of sort of alluring eyebrows. For nose, we went for type 3 on the Viera here, and of course we've got mouth type 3. Our lip color, we've just kept that basic. It's just how it was. It might be a bit brighter. In fact, I think it is a brighter red, but we just kept that default. And then for the ear shape, of course, we've got type 1 ears, which are those big fluffy ears. And then for ear length, they're about halfway. They're not very long. They're not very short. They're sort of middle of the road. Facial features, we've actually got her eyelashes extended with facial feature number 4. And facial feature number 5 is the mole, which Cahciua actually has. Tattoos, nothing. Face paint, we went for type 4 because 0 is still 1. So type 4 is the little bit of eye shadow. And for that, we've gone for a light color of 1319445, that kind of sandy brown, which I wasn't really sure about, but the closer I looked at the character model in the game using New Game Plus, the more I believe that that's probably what it is. Although you could probably get away with just a nice dark eyeliner as well, eyeshadow rather. But yeah, that's pretty much, in my opinion, Cahciua. So let's go into the game, look at what the character looks like with the actual proper hair, and what gear she uses. Okay, my dear little fuzzy buns, my Alan Ashbeer, I have done it. So as you can see, this is Cahciua in all of her glory. Now, unfortunately, yes, the positive side is that yes, we can get all of the gear in the game. Sadly, you will have to be a miner to use it. They still have not given us the option of having items from crafting and gathering across the board unlocked for glamour. Hopefully one day that will become a thing, much like it does in the Korean and Chinese version, where you actually have access to a lot of the older crafter and gatherer items as just glamour items on their cash shop. We're still waiting for the day where we can do that. But if you wanted to replicate her gear, essentially she's using the Mind Fiend's work slops here. So these are, this top here comes with the tattoo. It comes with all of the traditional things that you would see, including the lantern on the waist there and the satchels. This is actually dyed Nothica green, and the Nothica green affects both the shirt there as well as the overcoat that's around her waist. So that's what they've done there in terms of that design. Then we've got from the Gleaners set, so like son, like mother, we've got the Gleaners work gloves there as well, completely undyed. So that's pretty cool. That's the only item on this that's usable on any job or role. Then for the legs, we've got the Mine Rise slops, which aren't too bad. They're pretty cool. I think they're a 1-to-1. I don't think there's any custom stuff added to those from Cahciua's actual model. And then we've got the Mine King's work boots as well. So it's full mining gear, like I say. So you're not going to be able to walk around the world and do your quests like this unless you are specifically going there to gather some rocks. But yeah, that's pretty much Cahciua. There is no real alternatives with shared models, unfortunately. But the aim of this, you know, series is to recreate the characters as close as we physically can. And I believe this is pretty much 1-to-1. It's very rare that we can say that we've done that because there's a lot of custom faces added to the game. But I think we've done a good enough job here that most people, if everybody, would say, yeah, that's Cahciua, down to the hair highlights and everything. Unlike some of the Solution 9 NPCs that use bright neon colors that we don't have access to. But yeah, that was pretty cool. Hopefully you enjoyed that, Jamie. Specifically, this video was made just for you. If you want to go and recreate Cahciua, or maybe walk around looking like a badass in this mining gear, then you totally can. And hopefully one day they make it so that we can use that for other classes. I actually ended up using my main character and using a Fantasia briefly and copying the saved character data over to it because I didn't have access to crafters and gatherers on this alt. So yeah, but yeah. Anyway, hopefully that was helpful. Thank you so much for watching. More videos on the way. Let me know what you want to see recreated in the game as best to my ability. I know that we've seen a couple of other requests. Don't worry, I have read those and I will be doing those. But yeah, feel free to add to my backlog and I will make a list and I will go through it, no matter how challenging it might be. Of course, the other Cahciua form might not be something you can glamour, but you can certainly ride around. Although it's very strange to see Erenveel's mother riding around on herself. But anyway, much love, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.